Albay, Philippines, May 2nd, 2026.
Pag nagpara sa atin, ano yan today? Ano masa niya?
Yo mga katrip, inabutan kami ng ashfall galing kay Mayon Volcano.
Mga kapatid, malapit na po, malapit na ang Mayon Volcano sa amin, dito sa Naga.
Mayon Volcano in the Philippines has erupted with smoke as pictured, filling the sky on Saturday. Thick ashfall and smoke engulfed the areas of Guinobatan, Camalig and Ligao City in Albay, following the eruption. In one clip shared online, the sky turns completely black, bringing darkness to the area during the middle of the day. Philippines Institute of Volcanology and Seismology said in a statement, Alert Level 3 remains in effect over Mayon Volcano. Entry into the 6 kilometers permanent danger zone should be prohibited.
Grabe, makapal na. Makapal na ang abing. Grabe kapal.
Bibi duman.
Mayon Volcano erupted late on Saturday afternoon, unleashing a fast-moving pyroclastic flow and thick ash plume that disrupted traffic and prompted warnings from authorities. The event involved a pyroclastic density current, locally known as eruption, which surged down the volcano's slopes. Camera footage shows lava flow collapse-fed pyroclastic density current at the southwestern slopes of Mayon Volcano at 5:38 p.m. as captured by the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, PHIVOLCS.
Sana, nagurang abo. Paano ko tayo kading? Guys, taano din ay abo sa Guinobatan,
This event generated lava fountaining and an ash plume reaching about 3,000 meters above sea level, or 600 meters above the crater. This is the largest PDC event since Mayon's January eruption, said Doreen Abeland of the Mayon Observatory. At least 18 barangays in Guinobatan town were severely affected, with some areas experiencing near-zero visibility, Guinobatan Mayor Gemma and Ongjoko told Inquirer. Affected villages include Minto, Malabnig, Mapaco, Dona Tomasa, San Rafael, Magaran, Calzada, Irea, Bubulisan, Lomachao, Mananila, Trevisia and Lower Binoxican, among others. Video footage captured by local resident Lawrence Pazillo showed heavy ashfall blanketing parts of Camalig and Guinobatan, with residents experiencing reduced visibility and falling volcanic debris. The ashfall was so heavy that it resulted in very limited flash distance and caused impossible traffic conditions. Officials warned that pyroclastic flows, a mix of hot gas, ash and volcanic material, can move rapidly and pose life-threatening risks to communities near the volcano.
Maghanap ka mo. Ikaw na lang, maghanap ka kuya mo.
In Camalig, 17 barangays were affected, including Cabangan, Salugan, Anoling, Sua, Quarangay, Tumpa, barangays 1 to 7, and portions of Libid, Ilawad, Gapo, and Sumlang. The Philippine Red Cross, PRC, said its RC-143 volunteers were deployed in Camalig, Guinobatan, Legazpi City, and Daraga to conduct monitoring and documentation, while coordinating with local authorities and disaster response agencies. Several residents in Camalig, Albay, were evacuated to a command center in Barangay Salugan due to heavy ashfall from Mayon Volcano. Authorities provided immediate assistance to affected families as a precaution against the ongoing volcanic activity. The evacuation was carried out to ensure the safety of residents amid continued unrest from the volcano.
Yan po. Ayaw paawat ni Mayon. Sunod-sunod ang pagsabog.
Nakasupong kayo dyan naman nakagrang tao.
In Ligao City, ashfall was reported in 17 barangays, including Busac, Along, Palapas, Francia, Abella, Malama, Palba, Manon, Balanac, Tupas, Chongsan, San Vicente, Tandarura, Pandan, Bakong, Cabarian, Pinamaniquian, and Omaroma. Residents in affected areas were advised to remain on high alert, avoid danger zones, particularly near gullies and river channels, and take precautions during ashfall, including staying indoors, wearing protective masks, and covering food and water supplies.
Nung saday pa sumayon, hindi pa inasadol.
Apunan ko daw sa arong. Ay, sorry po.
Pintakin guys. Rana-rana.
Ashfall disrupted daily activities, including the cancellation of basketball games in some areas due to hazardous air conditions. Motorists also reported difficulty driving. "We're driving slowly to avoid accidents," said one of those traveling from Legazpi City to Ligao City. The Ligao City Disaster Management Office reported light to moderate ashfall in several upland villages, while the city of OAS distributed masks as a precaution, although there has been no direct ashfall in the area.
Grabe. Hingal ako. Punta yan doon, oh.
Mayon, one of the country's most active volcanoes, remains under close monitoring as authorities assess the extent of the eruption and potential for further activity. Residents in nearby areas have been advised to stay alert for additional ashfall and possible evacuations if conditions worsen. Alert Level 3 remains in effect over Mayon Volcano. Entry into the 6 kilometers permanent danger zone should be prohibited. Doreen Abeland, Mayon Volcano Observatory officer in charge, said that they were closely monitoring the rest of Volcano and advised evacuees to remain in their temporary shelters. Albay Governor Noel Rosal called on residents to stay indoors, specifically in areas with ashfall, as protection against possible health hazards. Rosal said that the provincial government has coordinated with the Office of Civil Defense, which was preparing 250 boxes of face masks for distribution to the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction Management offices of Guinobatan, Camalig, and Ligao City.
Dito ako ngayon idol sa Guinobatan Centro Plaza idol. Kawawa yung mga nagtitinda dito idol ng mga pagkain.
Beyond the immediate danger, this incident reflects a familiar pattern for communities living in the shadow of Mayon. Volcanic activity, particularly ashfall, is often seen as a manageable inconvenience compared to more destructive hazards. Yet its effects, ranging from respiratory issues to economic disruption, can quietly accumulate, leaving lasting consequences if not properly addressed. In many instances, the response is swift and inspiring. Communities rally together, helping one another clear ash and restore order. This resilience, deeply rooted in Filipino culture, is admirable.
Grabe oh, makitang dalan.